fluke, splash is enough for him to exploit it.
And Paul George good on the quick release there.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
LBJ has it. To Harden. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Got it. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
To Curry. For three. He made his first effort, but not that time. LeBron with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
Giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Irving brings the ball up court to Leonard.
Defense, let's go.
LeBron James, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Durant across the timeline. The score 10-8. Leonard to Irving. Baseline drive. Giannis Antetokounmpo able to recover with the block. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Durant. Nikola Jokic pins it. Durant. It's LeBron. LeBron James. 3 for 4. Good start.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
And 2 for AD.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Kemba Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Tough make through traffic.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Stuffs it down with authority. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Across the timeline comes James. Counting down towards a minute to play in a very tight opening quarter. LeBron James looking good. 4 for 5. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
LeBron James, tough matchup against George. Gets it in the left corner. Harden. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Russell Westbrook steps into it. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Durant with the basketball up top. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead.
I'm on D.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Keep working. Nice work.
of the NBA All-Star Game. Jay and I return after this. On to the second quarter. Jay, I don't know if we're going to see quite that level of offensive production that we saw to start this one.
Well, the offense is hitting on all cylinders. Great ball movement, great shooting, great passing. But my goodness, has the defense been horrific. Can we do something about that, please, in the second quarter?
To Jokic. Oh, Nikola Jokic. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Walker. Lets it fly from long range. And Kemba Walker. Muscle memory put to good use there.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants. And he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
To James. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Anthony Davis. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Kemba Walker against the former Cougar. Westbrook. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Kevin Durant with the rock. To Davis. And scores. Strong take. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Durant to Thompson. D's got it. Damian Lillard. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Add 2 points to the board.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Chris.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Thompson. To Simmons. Joel Embiid tips it. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession.
I got ball. That's me. Here we go. My ball.
Whoa, Chris Middleton. He's 2 for 2 now.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and, most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Can't connect. It's no good. To Curry. Ben Simmons swats it. Out of bounds. Off Ben Simmons. Steph Curry matched up with Lillard. Finishing inside the paint on that one. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts it. Oh, that one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Kawhi Leonard rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Get back.
LeBron James. He's now shooting 5 for 7. Giannis in control of the basketball. Up by 3. To Curry. Short jumper won't go down. Hart into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go. Stuffs it down with authority.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
And one. Embiid, good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Joel Embiid at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. To Leonard. Thompson, great look and vision. Count the basket at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To George. Got it.
That's a mini bucket.
Steph Curry. Harden's on him. To Adetokunbo. 4-3. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. Flushes it home. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming.
Adetokunbo. That misses with 3 seconds left. So a tie one as we reach the break in a one-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose. Time report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
And takes it away.
Don't rush this now.
Someone's not going to be happy about that. You have to be careful on the inbounds. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40. Vertical.
To Durant. Here's LeBron for 2. Jumper's good.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Kemba Walker, tough matchup against Durant. George to Curry. Adetokunbo. Off the mark. No good. Here's Irving into the front court.
Let's go.
His guys now down by a point. James to Durant. Kevin Durant. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Curry with the ball. Fires the 3. It's Harden to pull down the rebound. Harden in possession. Leads 1. Irving. Deep right corner. Leonard. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Irving with the basketball. Leads a bucket and stuffs it home.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Paul George to Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 3 for 6 now.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
James into the front court. Lead is 2. And the finish, slam dunk.
He got through traffic with ease, but if you're going to fully collapse the defense, you're going to leave wide open three-point shooters.
And he finishes at the rim.
This is what we call turning up here in the second half. I don't know what was said during the timeout or during the team huddle, but this player has really started to come out and play with purpose in the second half.
Harden.
Double team, double team, double team.
Curry. Wide open look, won't go.
I hate that that one didn't go down. You much rather go into half with a tie ball game than having a deficit.
And Steph, he can make that shot with his eyes closed. Wide open, knocks down the 3.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Now their head coach signals for a timeout. They'll regroup before the action continues. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up.
George buries the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
LeBron into the front court. His group now down 2. Off the mark. The follow won't go either. Oh, Ben Simmons. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Walker buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Giannis Antetokounmpo with a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Thompson. Driving is Lillard, but a shot won't fall.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilize a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys down 3. Yes, Klay Thompson. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Kemba Walker matched up with Lillard. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Giannis with it up top. His team up by 1. To Middleton. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot play, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
Strong finish for Paul George. Fourth quarter getting underway as it's Team LeBron with the ball first, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Count it, and the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
Huh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. Durant across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Buries the wide-open 3. That's too easy.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down and help. Quick skip passes equal threes in the bank.
Durant with the basketball up top. The deficit now up to 5. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
And you can't lunge like that.
James, that's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
LeBron into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. The drive right to the basket to Davis. Durant. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Curry to Middleton. Going to launch beyond the arc. No good. Durant across the timeline. Right now, down 7. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Irving to Harden. Here's a chance from long range. Cleans it up. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And if you have the ball in your hands on offense and you're that open and you see the defense sprinting at you, directly at you, not taking an angle to try to block your shot to not hit you, brace yourself for contact, focus on making the basket, and one every time.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. It's Steph at the controls. Has a look. Not today. LeBron with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Oh, emphatic slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Curry into the front court. 2-point advantage. And breaks it up.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Ah, rocking the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Curry. Missed it. Harden with the basketball. All tied up. Just underway in this fourth quarter. Irving to Harden. Giannis grabs the board. Embiid to Paul George. They go to Jokic down low. Big finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epic gimmick of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
Oh, yes, me and you.
Curry.
Me and you.
Yes.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Curry to George. winding down. Two-point shot for Curry. Knocks it down from mid-range.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. James to Irving. Blake Griffin, huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. James to Davis. Short jumper stays out. Westbrook with the basketball. Up by 3. To Antetokounmpo. Embiid. To Paul George. From long range. Yeah, Paul George good on the quick release there.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
It's James. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Oh, Russell Westbrook. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
To Westbrook.
Clear out, I got this.
Embiid. And good work defensively as the pass is taken away. Great feed. Yes, Klay Thompson. 2 of 4 now.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
Oh, good work to step in front. The pass taken away.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Is Jalen Rose. and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The East won this game after a close finish. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the three ball.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
The East All-Stars emerged victorious after a tight finish. What really stands out for me is how many three-pointers were scored. Everyone in the arena should have been given a free umbrella for the way they made it rain from long range. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the East. The West All-Stars are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the West All-Stars.
Game track. Second chance points.
I loved the physicality in this game. Players were fighting for the ball on every possession, trying to give their teammates another chance on every missed shot. Both teams showed a lot of heart.
The All-Star Game MVP.
Antetokounmpo joins the East. Took this down to the wire before getting the win. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the three ball, and it was instrumental to their success.